Hey, I'm Austin, and welcome to the grand finale of ROW-20, the Day 20 assessment, a chance for us to show ourselves what we're capable of and just how much we've learned over the course of the program. This is going to be a reassessment of what we did on day one. We've got 20 minutes at 22 strokes per minute, rowing as hard and as far as we can. This is our final test. So before we get started, I would encourage you to go back and review, how did you do on day one, our first day with ROW-20? How many meters did you get? Or if you tracked your average watts, what was that number? Or your average pace per 500, what was that? The overall goal is to beat that. And if we can do that today, well, that just assures us that we've made some awesome progress over the course of the program and just over the course of a month. But this is the time to get very serious and understand that this is going to be tough and intense, and it should be, and we should be trying to push ourselves as hard as we possibly can. We have the tools in our toolbox to do so, and now's our time to shine. So let's end ROW-20. With that being said, it's time to strap in and let's just row. Alrighty, let's sit properly, scoot forward on the sit bones. Let's get amped, let's get hyped. Let's be in it for the long haul. Here we go, gripping wide, sitting ready. 3, 2, 1. Drive, swing, pull. And here we go, 22 strokes per minute. Finding our rhythm nice and long. As we go throughout today, we're gonna be checking in every 5 minutes or so. So first quarter down, then the halfway point, then 3/4 down, and then we'll really dig deep and bring it for that final 5 minutes. If you have a goal in mind for what you want to attack, you want to try to settle into that goal as soon as we possibly can. So, if you have a goal, or if you don't, we'll find a rhythm and settle in the next 10 strokes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, find it, and 10. Nice, all right, keeping long and strong like we always do. Body forward, body back, leg push, body swing. Leg push, body swing. Check in on those watts, check in on your pace per 500, and have those numbers dialed in. Good, and right now in the first quarter, first half of this should all feel very sustainable, very doable, because we need to essentially pace ourselves for a 20-minute max effort. Just like if you were ever to run a 5K or a half marathon or a marathon, those are max efforts, but they're long max efforts. So you can't just sprint out and go crazy. We need to go hard, but sustain ourselves for whatever the duration is. And in this case, it's our 20 minutes. As we attack this, reflecting on our journey. Remember back on day one, just doing this and being like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Now we do. And so we're being intentional with each stroke, doing our best to seek out the perfect stroke. Nice. Coming into our first 3 minutes in, let's take a focus 10 on settling in our technique through strong leg drives. Remember, leg push first. That is where the majority of the starting force in our rowing stroke comes from. And every good stroke starts with a strong leg drive. We'll take a focus 10 on a strong leg drive on this one. That's 1, leg push, 2, always pushing legs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Leg push always, that way we don't fatigue our arms out early. Just like all the technique work we did with the pause drills, with feet out, all of those things emphasizing strong legs as the primary movers in the rowing stroke. Less than a minute before our quarter weight check-in. We'll just keep hanging and banging right here. Nice, hold steady. All right, our first check-in right here, quarter of the way in. How you should be feeling is you should be feeling like you're working, starting to heat up, but you should still feel very in control of the situation, very confident, almost like you feel like you should be giving more, but we won't just yet because we're better off having more energy at the end and give more in the last 5 minutes rather than push ourselves too hard here in the first half. So if you feel like you're working, you feel like each stroke is strong, heavy, and sustainable, then let's maintain. But if you're feeling like it is a little suspiciously too easy, you might want to add a little extra oomph. Remember, we add the oomph from just pushing our legs down a little harder. Same discipline, control back up, but just pushing harder. Push the rower away and adjust your pace or your watts or whatever metric you're looking at. We'll take focus 10 here on any readjustments with pace on this one. That's 1. Lock in your watts or pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we should be locked in here. Pace per 500 goal. If I called you out, you should be able to tell me what you're aiming for. And every stroke, making the micro adjustments to keep that average nice and steady. All right, another thing we can keep in mind to help us emphasize strong legs and a strong body swing is making sure we're keeping our arms and shoulders relaxed on the way out, on the return. Remember that we pull into our chest, but then we allow our arms to tap down and over the legs. Not forcing them, but not punching out. We're never punching out like this. You don't want to punch out. Smooth out, down and out, down and out. Crossing over the knees, then bending the knees. That way, we get the totality of our hip swing and our arm pull. Our strokes stay efficient and as strong as they can be. And it helps us with the rhythm of keeping the 22. Down and out, and push. Down and out, and push. That's our rhythm. Starting to feel the heat of this really kick in. Your heart rate is going to be continuing to escalate throughout this. So if you're wearing a heart rate monitor and you notice your heart rate is still climbing up, that is to be expected with an effort like this. So that's good news. Nice. Patience with your goal here. Patience with our pace. We start to see it fluctuate a bit, we just get it back on the next stroke. Goes too fast, we back it off. Goes too slow, we turn on the gas, constantly adjusting, one stroke at a time. Less than a minute now until our halfway check-in. I'm gonna leave you to it here with some Zen strokes on your own, nice and focused, with your watts, with your pace. A good strong push. Find your length. Find your length. Strength and length. All right, that right there, that is our halfway point. Every stroke we take now is a stroke closer to the end than to the start. So, checking in with how you feel right now, we should be feeling the start of the fatigue kicking in a bit. But we have an ultimate internal trust in our fitness and a trust in whatever goals we set for ourselves here. So we're sticking to the game plan unless we are feeling overwhelmed. If we're feeling overwhelmed, we want to avoid dying out. We don't want to just burst and explode and be all dramatic. If you need to make a small adjustment, slower with your pace, look at your pace per 500 or your watts, and you can go 1 or 2 split seconds slower or slightly lower on the watts. And vice versa, of course, too. If you're feeling on top of the world, maybe your goal is a little conservative, maybe let's start pushing that pace 1 to 2 split seconds faster, or those watts just a little bit higher. Let's find that for ourselves here. 10 strokes to settle in for second half on this one. 1, or you're just maintaining. 2, 3, lots of length. 4, pace adjustments. 5, and that trust within. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice, we're where we need to be. This is the third quarter. Mentally, this can be one of the most challenging quarters of the row. So we need to think good thoughts here. Don't let anything negative creep in. Remember that the discomfort that you feel is normal. This is what everyone feels in the third quarter of the final assessment. This discomfort, this heavy breathing, that burn in your legs and in your heart and lungs. We are right where we need to be. We need to maintain. Just get up, take the next stroke, swing. Get up, take the next stroke, push and swing it. Good. When we get tired, we know that the first thing that tends to happen is we shorten up in the torso. We never want our torso to be vertical when we row. So we keep it dynamic with the lean and the swing. The forward lean, the backward swing. We'll take a focus 10 on emphasizing the lean and swing here in the third quarter. Focus 10, lean and swing on this one. That's 1, get in there. 2, push then swing. Leg push, swing it. 3, Get in there, leg push, swing it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Stay long in the torso with the forward and backward swing, no matter what. That's where we maintain our power and our efficiency when we fatigue. We are almost out of the trenches here from quarter 3. Then we're in the home stretch. It'll be just a few more minutes of digging deep and pushing through. But it's all coming to a close. The whole program, the whole process, everything we've worked for, it's in this moment. We need to be very present and stay in it and stay on our goals and stay on the leg push, the body swing. No drama. We've handled tougher workouts. All right, last quarter right here. Now, this is where we really grow as individuals, because now we got to dig to either maintain or bring slightly more. Now that we're more physically and mentally tired, what happens in life? Usually you get the hardest challenges thrown your way when you're the most physically and mentally tired. This is one of those challenges. This is a life lesson. 10 strokes to buckle in and bring it. Settle into your last 5 minutes. 10 strokes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, oozing confidence. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Every stroke burns a little more, and we embrace it. Just like we did for our 20-second sprints, our 30-second sprints, our 40-second sprints, our minute sprints, those hard 3-minute intervals we did, the rate climbs, the reverse rate climbs, all the hard workouts, they're all paying off right here, right now. You know how to handle discomfort. So what do? We get up, we take the next stroke. Push. We get up, we take the next stroke. Nice first 2 minutes of the last 5, power 10 on this one. See some extra power. 1, build up a bit. 2, but keep the rate with me, just push back harder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have a little over 2 minutes to pour out our heart and soul into our final row together. Nice. Last 2 minutes. Can you build up a bit more? Can we add a little more? Push that pace down. We have about 40 strokes left, and that's it. You can even count them. Nice, strong legs. Hang from those arms. Straight arms, reach them out to the front. Reach them out to the front, hang from them. Reach them, hang and pull. Reach them, hang and pull. Power 10. No, we're getting tired right here. Keep fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stay fighting. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, it's our last minute. Stay on that aggressive pace. Take it up if you can, more push. You are doing this for you and for anyone who loves and cares about you. This is it. Buckle down and embrace the heat. And we'll get ready to charge up for our final power 10 to push this thing through. Huff and puff and breathing as hard as we can. All we got on this one, power 10. 1, 2, harder. 3, more. 4, 5, it's the last 5. This is it. 6, got nothing to lose, everything. 7 to gain. 8, 9, last stroke, push it through. 10, time done. Paddle it off with as much composure as you can. Amazing. Look at your distance here. Look at your meters. Look at your pace per 500. Look at your watts. How did you do? How did you do compared to day 1? Did you frickin' dominate? I had a feeling you did. That is your hard work. That is you taking accountability with your fitness, with your rowing, with yourself. And look what happens when we keep ourselves accountable and keep ourselves honest and show up and work hard every day. It's amazing. That's the secret spice of everything, and especially with rowing. I sincerely hope you are so proud of yourself and the progress that you've made. The beauty with ROW-20 is it's an awesome, repeatable program that more rounds through is only going to make you better. But I sincerely hope you enjoyed the program, you're proud of yourself and the results that came out of today. And whether it was what you wanted or not, life goes on, the sun rises each morning, and we get to try again. So way to show up, way to try. Thanks as always. And as always, I'll see you in the next workout.